Inkjet printer maintenance. Inkjet printers, by definition, are less complex, less expensive than laser printers. The main problem you'll see with those are those spray nozzles. Remember that Inkjet sprays different colored ink onto the page. You'll want to periodically perform maintenance on the printer. You can do it through software, through the Inkjet printer management software, and you'll want to do a head cleaning. At right, you see a snippet from an Inkjet printer's test page. On top, you see normal output with the lines not having any gaps in them. In the bottom image, this is a printer that has clogged nozzles, and as you can see, there are gaps in that printed output. You also, of course, need to replace the ink cartridges as they go dry. One nice thing that some inkjet printer manufacturers do is, instead of having a single cartridge that has different compartments inside it for different ink colors, they'll actually spread it out into totally separate cartridges, which of course makes it more reasonable. If you run out of one color, you don't have to replace a whole monolithic cartridge. Here's a screenshot, an old screenshot from a Mac computer, the Epson printer utility. As I said, the driver software and the management software for inkjets will allow you to run these kinds of tests. You see we have an auto nozzle check and cleaning, a specific nozzle check, a specific head cleaning routine, and there's also some calibration, print head alignment. So that, again, speaks to the fact of not only regular maintenance in terms of cleaning and replacing consumables, but also periodically calibrating the printer to make sure that it's functioning properly. That reminds me, actually, we have an Epson inkjet at home. I'm going to need to run these very tests on our system because it hasn't been printing all that well of late. Clearing paper jams in inkjet printers is normally a lot simpler than it is with laser because the process is, the print path, I guess you'd say, is shorter. You're pulling the page out of the paper tray, you're passing it under the nozzles, and then ejecting the paper. As we know from what we learned in the previous module, the laser printing process is 6 steps and involves a whole assembly of different belts and rollers and drums, so you have more surface area with which to retrieve paper. And I've been in some nightmare situations with large multifunction printers where I have to open drawers and pull stuff out, and eventually you finally see where the paper in the very bowels of the printer is all wadded up. Resolving those paper jams, it can be frustrating.